world is nigh. Cliffhangers are always far more exciting than the next chapter's solution. Adverts at the beginning of YouTube videos always make the subject matter more appealing than it actually is.
We all know it's true, and yet we can't stop ourselves from clicking on those ludicrously titled web pages and videos. Damn you, human curiosity! You know very well what I'm talking about. Those videos that claim that somebody dies only for it to be a dummy. Losing weight using one obscure tip involving not eating as much. The Dark Knight Rises. All of these things promise so much, yet deliver so little. I don't think that I have ever walked away from attention-seeking media feeling enlightened. In fact, I leave it often feeling underwhelmed and tricked, while the maker of the aforementioned media is rubbing their hands at yet more views, treating their audience like sheep to the slaughter. I'm not like that, obviously. It's even worse when the creators didn't even make the subject matter themselves, but are instead regurgitating the said matter and adding their worthless commentary to the side. The moment I see certain YouTubers' faces pop up, I'm desperately scanning the related videos in the hope that I can swap the current video with the original unspoilt material. Now, my rants have a history of being a tad attention-seeking, slightly hypocritical and self-contradicting, but I feel I've outdone myself with this one. I have previously disabled ratings on a rant about ratings, and on this one, I actually spent money on Google AdWords to get this video posted as an advert, ranting about adverts. Oh, the irony. Until now, I have left my videos unadvertised. Why should anybody other than voluntary subscribers view the drivel that I post on my channel? Well, 90% of them are just fake accounts that I set up to make myself look as though I have friends, but there are some real people amongst the rubbish. I have been tempted to try it with other videos of mine in the past, but I've always noticed that no matter how hilarious it seems to me, as soon as I show it to my friends, work colleagues or mum, it suddenly loses its appeal. They sit there with a blank look on their faces before slowly edging away from me as though I'm crazy or something. Me? Crazy? Well, maybe. And this video was no exception. But who's laughing now? It's the same in all industries. You need publicity to get publicity. If you can do it without sacrificing your dignity and self-respect, good for you. For the rest of us who aren't so clever, we have to make do with ludicrous and potentially dangerous stunts or piggybacking on the success of others. Looking at the popular videos on YouTube recently, it's been the same 5 or 6 channels advertised, all of which I try to steer well clear of. Their videos aren't well thought out or clever, but are simply designed to attract the curiosity of passerbys and then to deploy a basic bait and switch so that the audience forgets that they have been duped and instead subscribes to them. Stupid 5-second memory folk. If you agree, subscribe to my channel. All forms of media have a poster child that screams ridiculous accusations and cashes in on the misfortune of others. Newspapers know that big names sell, and so does sex. Combine the two and you've got a potent mix. We've only got ourselves to blame. Well, most of us at least. Most people will click on those sorts of things, so they'll end up getting more popular. It's a vicious circle. Why bother spending weeks crafting something beautiful when you can churn out some absurd accusation and get more views? It's just a shame, because if aliens were to judge us as a species, nah, they'd probably just have the same problems back home. I guess if you really wanted to cater for the majority of the population, then it's the way to go, but inspired content comes from the few, not the masses. Just look at what happened when Kasparov took on the world at chess. Spoiler, he won. So what have we learned from this video? Democracy is bad, the media reflects the worst of human curiosity, and that Batman was better off unwritten. In conclusion, I think that original and often controversial material is the way forward, but at the moment there's just too many people just dissing everyone else on there, which I think is just rubbish. And cut.